Woke up early, made a cup of coffee, already had the car packed. Was going to head out, go pick up my buddy Brian, then head up to Lone Pine, and then get ready for our attempt at Mount Whitney. Originally we had 5 people to go, but for various reasons 3 people couldn't make it, so it ended up just being 3 of us. Stopping at the ranger station in Lone Pine, we headed up the mountain. As you can see, rain was up there. When we got there, they had rain earlier. After getting our campsite, we went around and looked around, and you can see the waterfalls were amazing. The recent rains had got the creeks and rivers flowing pretty good, so it was beautiful. After getting the campsite set up, we decided to go hike up a couple miles because we knew we'd be leaving in the dark the next day. So we hiked up about 2.5 miles. Some of the views we saw as we were hiking up the mountain looked just amazing. Later on that evening, we had a little campfire. Kind of nice, you could burn fires up there. It was probably about 60 degrees. Got up early the next morning, did a little hike up to the portal store, caught the beautiful sunrise and the sun lighting up the mountain. There's Whitney right there on the right-hand side, just beautiful. So we started out early Saturday morning, about 2:30 a.m., got on the trail, and of course you go through the Whitney Portal little tunnel there and then onward up to the top. Kept hiking until we got to Trail Creek, caught the sunrise. It was beautiful. Stopped there. Once we got to the top, there was a running stream and we were able to refill our water bottles. And then there's me. I was kind of struggling at this point. I told the guys, I said, hey, if you guys go ahead and if I don't see you up there within an hour at the top, then go ahead and start coming down. You can meet me back there. Starting to get a little altitude sickness. Again, enjoying some more of the sunrise there. There's Mount Whitney to the right in the middle. And then another sunrise picture. Going to do my own pace. Brian and Devin had stopped, take a little break, ate some snacks, and they were starting to head up the 97 switchback. So I was a little bit ahead of them, but they quickly passed me. And then as you can see, as they continued up to the top, or to the pass, there's a saddle up there that kind of gets you to the western side of the mountains. And then you can kind of look down into the Sequoia National Forest. And that's where the sign is there. This here is Guitar Lake. And then here's some of the trails on the western side of the peaks there. Very rocky, very beautiful, very rugged. Some of the trails are awfully sketchy up there. Just amazing, all the rocks that are barely hanging on, all stacked on each other, pretty amazing. Almost there, about another mile, 2/10, I think. We have to go more through there. The upper left-hand corner, on that ridge at the very top, there's a stone shed up there, or building. That's where people stay if it gets really, weather gets really bad. So that's where I'm heading. As you can see, the trail's kind of thin there. This is the final push to the top. There's the stone building up there to the top. So almost there. It's, I think, the toughest part of the climb, just getting up there. You see it, and it's hard to breathe up there. I could see Brian and Devin up there at the top, kind of waiting for me. As I got to the top, they yelled, "Hey, you made it!" I didn't think I was going to make it. For a while there, down at the creek, I didn't think I was going to make it either. But again, another second time for me up there. I was up there in September of 2001. Somewhere with my ex-brother-in-law Brian and my eldest son Jason. He was 13 at the time. And believe me, it was just as tough this time as it was that time. No change. Get to the top, there's some beautiful views. You can see over to the end of the valley. I couldn't let you guys get up here without me. There's Devin, and then above him in the blue and yellow jacket was Brian. Brian's a marathon runner, and Devin's 33, so I didn't feel too bad. I was only about 45 minutes to an hour behind them summiting. There's a picture of Brian and Devin before I got up there, and then there's a picture of all three of this at the top. They have the cool signs, I have the old one. There's Devin sitting there relaxing, Brian behind him before we headed down. So this is some video of the trail heading back down. Just thought I'd show it a little bit. Overall, an awesome hike. I appreciate Brian and Devin going along. And would I do it again? Heck yeah. Maybe in a year or two, and spend a little bit more time at elevation before I did it again. All in all, an awesome hike.